Hi everyone, my name is Jessica. I am a homeschooling mom of 4 kids. We've been homeschooling for over 8 years, so long before the shutdown and digital learning kind of became a theme. I wanted to share today how we are using Outschool in our homeschool. So as some background, like I said, I have been homeschooling for about 8 years. So that means we have kind of gone through a run of seasons of what homeschooling can look like in different times, different jobs, different situations, different age kids, having a new baby, all that kind of stuff. So we have found in our particular season right now that Outschool is a fantastic resource for our family to aid in our homeschooling. I have 4 kids, 2 boys, 2 girls, ranging in ages between 7 and 13. And we have used Outschool for a couple years, on and off, nothing really too serious until recently. And what changed recently is my husband and I are both working from home full time. And so we do some things out of the home as well, but we're primarily at home. We're both here. Never before have I ever worked full time while raising the kids, and certainly not while also homeschooling them. And so this is just a new season for us. So my perspective of today, this chat for you is to help you, those of you who are maybe in a similar situation, multiple parents, both working full time, and maybe you do have some budget for schooling resources. I've gone through other seasons. I've had seasons where I had $0 in my budget, and that wasn't an issue because I also had lots of time to be able to research and put together the things I wanted. Right now is not that time for us. And right now is a time where I am actively trying to make good use of every spare moment that I can, because I am so busy working. I teach a lot of classes. I coach a lot. I do private training, all sorts of things. I teach a ton of classes on Outschool myself. And so that's our situation currently. So I just kind of wanted to share a little bit of what that looks like in case this is something you were wondering about, you were looking to do, you were curious how it works but not sure how to make it work. And so I'm going to share that today. I'm going to be running through a little bit of my 9-year-old. So my 9-year-old son, Aaron, is awesome. If he were to go to any sort of public school, out of all my 4 kids, he would be the one that I know would have the hardest time. He just is not a sit down and learn kind of kid. He's on the go. He's always doing stuff. He likes to explore. He likes being outside. All the great things, which are, homeschooling works really well for us. So, as I started approaching this fall and I'm having a hard time doing all of our educational stuff to the best of my ability and to what the kids need and want, and I'm struggling with that, I had to decide what kind of things I'm wanting them to get elsewhere. And so one of those things was Spanish. I wanted my kids to start interacting and diving into some Spanish courses. I think that is important for them to learn. And so I've been asking Aaron for months about, hey, what about this teacher? What about this one? This class looks fun. And what about this one? And he's just, no. Well, the awesome thing about Outschool is that you can find, in most cases, people who are teaching topics your kids need to learn through the lens of some of their favorite things. And so Aaron so happens to really be on a Minecraft kick right now. And so I was able to find a Spanish Minecraft class. And now all of a sudden I have a 9-year-old who is loving Spanish because it's through Minecraft. It's through something he loves. And so they're building and playing on Minecraft, all while learning all this new Spanish vocabulary. And so he does that twice a week right now. And that has been awesome for him. So I'll show you what this looks like really quick. So he is taking this class twice a week. This has been a wonderful class for him, and it's reasonable. It's 3 weeks, twice a week, $75. It's almost an hour-long course, and it's for kids his age. And so he's really enjoying this. This is Unit 1. As soon as this one ends, we have Unit 2 already signed up for him. So he is taking that, and that is how we are filtering his Spanish this semester. The next one is history. So again, History is not on his list of awesome things he thinks he should learn, which I totally understand. And so we found this incredible class, again, playing Minecraft. It's 8 weeks. This one's a little bit more expensive, but it's 90-minute classes for $140 for 8 weeks. So not terrible, I guess, for that amount of time. They are playing Minecraft and they are diving into, you can see, you can look down, every class has a nice description. So they are doing Greece, Rome, Egypt, Scandinavia, China, Japan, Mesoamerica, and Britain. And so they're going to talk through the aesthetic of each culture and what these look like. And then they're going to build some of those things from those different civilizations in Minecraft. And so this is a very exciting one for him. We also have some things lined up for him and his brother. So Aaron and his younger brother, Levi's a little bit advanced in his education, or ahead. And so they kind of do everything together. They're working on contractions. And so we have a Minecraft, and this one's not playing Minecraft. This one is more just Minecraft theme. So it's using that as a lens for it. And so they're going to be working on contractions. You can see this one's a $9 class, 45 minutes, super reasonable. And then we have things like multiplication bingo, Minecraft themed. Again, this is $8 for a 30-minute class. Both my boys are enrolled in this one. And so this is math while they get to play with these things. And then the last one that's currently on Aaron's schedule, also on Levi's, is prefixes and suffixes, which is something we've been working on in the last couple of weeks. So these are some of their classes. Obviously, like our Spanish and our history, those are longer session classes. The math, the prefixes, suffixes, those kinds of things, those are more supplementing our normal stuff that we're doing with me. I prefer my kids to do their math still with me if possible, but having some supplemental stuff has proven to be very fun for them and they seem to grasp it a little bit better. Again, I'm super busy right now. I'm way less fun than I used to be because of that. So if I can take some of the things that we're already learning and plug them into Minecraft and they're excited about that, some of those things seem to click just a little bit better. So that's Aaron. That's kind of what his schedule looks like right now. We'll generally add some more things, some one-time things, or maybe we're studying a subject and we're like, oh, that'd be really fun to find a class on that. We'll throw that in there as well. Boys had a lot of questions on moons last night, on the moon and all that stuff. And so we signed them up for a class on different moon phases where they get to make the moon phases out of Oreo cookies. Who doesn't love that? So that is kind of how we've plugged Aaron in to take some of that weight off of me as a homeschooling mom with 4 kids, working 3 jobs, my husband working 2, both of us kind of just doing a lot of stuff, but to make sure our kids are having fun and are engaged with their learning experiences. Our other kids, depending on who they, which child they are, they do different things on Outschool. So my oldest daughter, she's almost 13. She was not wanting to do language with me anymore, which was fine. I decided that was not a battle I was going to choose. And so she spent some time and I let her research on her own a book club that she would like to do. And so she has a book club, which led her to find a teacher that she really, really enjoyed. And she now has both a creative writing class with a teacher, a book study club. And so for right now, that is her fall semester of her language arts. And so that for her works really well. It's one less thing that we have to battle over. And she's having fun. She enjoys her teacher. And I know that she's, working on things that she needs to work on. Some of my other kids do different things. Zoe, my 9-year-old she's 11. Oh, she's 11. She likes to do lots of crafty things. So she kind of more does things that are a little bit more artsy. She likes to learn how to make, beautiful things for her room. So she does a little bit more arts and crafts type stuff. She's learning, she's in a sewing class right now. So she's learning how to use her sewing machine and how to sew dresses for like an American Girl doll. And then my littlest guy, Levi, he kind of only likes to take classes with his sibling, Minecraft preferably, or he'll take classes by Whittier Strong. If you've been around Outschool for any length of time, Whittier has fantastic classes for littles. And so as a general rule, Levi will take any class by Whittier. And he'll do those on his own. So he's doing things like visiting China, virtual field trips, and Peru, and all these different countries, and having all these really great experiences. And so Each kid has a little bit of a different structure for what we use Outschool for. Levi has never done a semester or even a multi-week class. He only does one-time classes. Every kid is different. Outschool works really well for that. My oldest is not always sold on the teachers, and so often we'll look for ongoing classes for her initially to see if she likes a teacher. If you're unfamiliar with ongoing is more of like a subscription type class. So you're billed on Sunday for that week's classes. And if for some reason that teacher is just not your teacher, you just, don't jive or whatever, you can cancel your subscription before the next week. And so sometimes we'll do that with her because she just really is a hard one to sell, and she'll take a class and be like, I love this teacher. Let me find a multi-session class that builds upon itself as opposed to a weekly type class like that. So every kid is different, but this is kind of how we're using it in our homeschool. I hope this is helpful. I did not used to do this, and honestly, I really didn't need to do this. I had the time to be able to school my kids 100% of what their needs were. But this has been really, really helpful in this time where we're both working a lot, making ends meet, and I just needed help and some sanity, and to know that my kids are having fun and they're still learning. So if you have questions, leave me a comment. I would be happy to answer. Send me a note. But this is how we're using Outschool. I love Outschool. I love teaching for Outschool. I love working for Outschool. So it's a great resource. And if it's something that fits into your budget, I highly, highly suggest that you consider using it to supplement or to aid you in your homeschooling of your children as needed. So leave me any questions that you might have, and I will be sure to try and get back to you. Thanks, guys.